In the next videos, you're going to be making more sophisticated forms. The method we're going to look at is 2D first, then 3D. So this involves drawing lines and shapes in 2 dimensions. So there are quite a few drawing tools in Rhino, and then we'd extrude those shapes into forms. So for example, if I draw a circle, a line circle, and then turn it into a surface and extrude it, that is going from 2D first and then 3D. So I'm just going to do a quick overview to give you an idea of conceptually what this involves, going from 2D to 3D. And then we'll look at how you can draw shapes that are more sophisticated using more of the drawing and line tools. So what I've got here is a circle. And if you start with a simple circle, it's a good place to start. And if we go to the curve tools on the panel up here, if your tools are laid out different than mine, the way I've got mine set up, I click on the tabs and then the toolbar is on the left and the top actually change. So if I pick one of these circles, this is just a simple circle going from the center. Notice that I've got my grid snaps turned on, or I will turn on the grid snaps, turn off the O snaps. So I just click at a center point and it makes a circle. It's pretty simple. So now if I want to take that circle and turn it into a surface, the second step, all I have to do is use planar curves. So if you go to the surface menu, planar curves is a tool that we use all the time. It's easy to use and it does a lot of things. It's very powerful. So I'm going to go planar curves, and it automatically turned that circle into a surface. So we started out with a line, and then we went to a plane, and the next thing we'll do is extrude it. Going from curve tools over to surface tools. If I click on surface tools, because now that we've created a surface, we're going to use the surface tools to modify it. And we've got a couple of options. Down here, we've got extrude straight, or we can go up to the surface tab and extrude it from there. Extrude curve straight. Okay, so what's happening here is that when we drew a circle first and then turned it into a surface, we actually have a line that's a circle, and then we have a surface that's a circle. I'm going to select the surface, and then basically I can just I've got 2 choices here. I can just do it freehand, or I can type a number up here of the height that I want the cylinder to be, and it automatically does it. And so if you look at what we got, the surface is on the bottom, and then the top is open. And if we want to close it, we can just do planar curves again. Just select that, hit enter, and it closes it off. It's kind of the same as the cap tool, but when we get into more complicated shapes, then planar surface actually works in situations where the cap tool doesn't. So that's a simple overview of the method we're going to be using, 2D first, then 3D. And then in the next video, we'll get into drawing more complicated kind of geometry in 2D with the line tools.